Hey everybody, welcome to the June of 2022 Patreon Q&A. Yes, it's slightly late, I know we're behind again. Unfortunately, we've both been very, very busy, but we're here now. We've got, because the 100,000 subscribers has come and gone, these are 100,000 related apparently, and I also have this to show you. And also the thumbnail, of course we've got to get the thumbnail.
Oh yeah.
This is what it looks like inside. And then you have, there's a card that basically allows you to order more for your team. There's a card that says about who it was packed by. I think someone was packed by Rick. And if you've seen a video by Cut It in Half or something like that, I actually know what Rick looks like. There's also a letter on some very fancy card. Yes, it doesn't have my name on it, so that's good. You've all seen these, but let's just get to the point. It exists after all these years. This thing actually exists.
Yay!
It's real. No, now do the ridiculous mouths. Right, now level 10. This is the one for the thumbnail.
Okay, hold on.
I never do anything like that on YouTube, but I'm going to do it just to see what happens. Yes, the 100,000 subscriber button is here. It's very nice. Thank you very much for all of your support over the years. Obviously, without my patrons starting up a couple of years ago, that would have never have happened. So, thank you.
Or it would have just taken longer.
No, because I wouldn't have been able to do this as a job.
Yes.
It was at that point, it was like...
That's true.
And people say, oh, you can just do both. You can't do YouTube full-time and do a full-time job.
No.
Because YouTube full-time is double full-time hours.
Oh yeah, definitely.
There's people, oh, you know, someone said a while ago, oh, it takes 1 hour to film, 1 hour to edit, and that's it. That's how long it takes to make a video, and it's
right,
like,
okay.
All right.
Let's see your channel then.
They didn't have any videos. Forgot to mention this bit. Yes, the 100k t-shirts are available from the link in the description. We've sold 8 of them so far. I'm going to say now that's actually quite sad. We've probably just about covered the cost of the screens to make them. So if you would like to grab a 100k shirt and support this channel at the same time, if you don't want to use Patreon or something, then please consider doing that. These are good screen printed shirts, okay?
Yes.
These things last. People who have bought my merch in the past, tell me, how well did it last? I'm pretty sure it lasted well, because I have ones I've worn many, many times, washed them many times, and they still look like this. Whereas, and I've got ones which are like from Redbubble, or was it Teespring? You literally cannot see the design anymore, and it's like 2 or 3 years old. Good quality, comfy shirts. Get your shirts.
Get it, buy it now. Buy it now.
She said it. Anyway, onwards, we didn't film this after the video and wedge it in. Okay, so the first question comes from Paul Jakes. Money, no object, what bike would you like to own and why? We have kind of covered this quite a lot of times. Peeps come and go. Maybe they assume you are now rolling in the money, lol. Oh, that's in reference to the fact that like Patreon took a real dive. Thankfully, it's climbing back up again. And if you'd like to help with that, then jump on board now. Money, no object, I wouldn't want to own a bike. I'd want multiple bikes. Because it's not the individual cost of a bike that's the thing. Like, you know, the most expensive bikes were like 100 grand, something like that. I'd rather have like lots of different bikes. Lots.
Then you can have a choice of what you want to go on.
Exactly.
Depending on the day.
Different bikes are better at different things. Having one bike that's good for everything is boring, so.
Yeah. Next question is from Matthew Varco. It says, what is it for you that gives you the drive to continue doing what you do every day? Apart from just a passion for bikes, and what's the next thing you want to accomplish, whether that's a milestone or just something you want to do on the channel in general? Thank you for your consistently great content.
What gives me the drive to keep doing this is I love doing it. It's become my life, you know, bikes, making videos, interacting with people is my life. That's what it is. It just, I couldn't see my life being any other way. So yeah, it's just, it's like saying kind of like, how do you get up and go and do everything you do every day? Because you just do.
Yeah.
But the work thing is I feel like I'm actually doing something helpful for people. I don't mind putting the effort in to try and give people the best answer I can and actually work on something rather than making some vacuous piece of content which gets a million clicks. and has thumbnails like this video has. The next milestone, personally for me, is to be doing this comfortably enough that we can get our own place.
Yeah.
But that's to come. So the next video is the next milestone, and continue that day after day after day forever. Peter, hi, is there any new tools and or new tech that you are looking at or want? New tech? Not really. I mean, upgrading cameras. There's been no sort of gigantic. I mean, I assume you mean some new technological sort of thing that's arrived that I want. Or talk. No, I mean, I would like. I'd like a laser rust remover, so I could just do that all day. Get paid hundreds and hundreds of pounds to do it. I did actually want to look into how much it would cost to buy one of those and do it as a business, and it was just like, don't think so. Daniel
Boddington says, how big of a weight is now off your shoulders now that you've hit 100k?
I wouldn't have said there was a weight on my shoulders. It was just, you know, it's trying to reach that goal.
Yeah.
And get a play button before YouTube stopped giving them
away. Yeah. They have a habit of changing what happens.
Yeah, I always saw it as I'd get just to like 99,000 and then they'd be like, we're not giving them away anymore. So at least I've got it. So in that way, yeah, I mean, I feel relaxed in that regard, but also I don't feel like I need to. The thing is, subscribers hasn't meant that much to me. Sort of views to subscribers doesn't make a lot of sense. But it is nice that people say, I want to watch more of your content. So it's nice to have got to that milestone and kind of felt like I can almost leave subscriber count behind, because it's now just, you know, the next milestone's 1 million anyway, and that's not going to happen. So generic. Hello, Spice Trade and Scorino.
Scorino?
Not quite related to 100k, but what do you think of a Venrum cocktail? It's a double Southern Comfort. Bad. Bad.
You didn't even finish reading it.
Southern Comfort. Bad. Double vodka. Bad. There's no flavour, that's just making it more alcoholic. Bottle full of WKD Blue. Bad. And topped up with a pint glass of orange juice.
What?
Before you ask how I know about it, a drunk Glaswegian tried to get me to drink one 5 minutes before the end of my shift.
Oh my God.
I mean,
if you want to get hammered in like 1 second.
It might taste all right. Oh no, it's got Southern Comfort. Just the thought and smell of Southern Comfort makes me want to gack. It's from when I worked and I was a barman, when you go to grab the Southern Comfort bottle and you couldn't let go of it because it was so sticky. Oh, it's so full of sugar.
I would hate that.
It's horrible.
Don't like sticky. Paul Piggott says, if I may say Spicerino, which is that is what my name is, basically, yes. Reno. Anyway, I dubbed this Spicy and Lady Reno. We are your loyal 1,000k 100k subs. May your kingdom flourish for years to come. Much love.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Very kind of you. Mark, hi, Spicy and Renault. So, to celebrate 100k, my question is, if someone gave you £100,000, but the catch was you were only allowed to spend it on bikes, what would you buy? Everything. I mean, I'd buy individual bikes which were very different and unique in their own ways, ranging from little bikes to big bikes, but nothing. I wouldn't want a rocket, I don't think. Like a Triumph Rocket or any big cruiser or anything like that. The R18 is kind of a cool looking bike, but at the same time, yeah, I don't know.
Sam Cooley says, hi Spicy and Reno, I hope you're both doing well. What are your thoughts on motorcycle road trips? Is this something that has ever interested you? If so, what kind of camping or sightseeing, etc. places? There are so many amazing places to travel here in the UK. It would be great to see you both explore some of our Great Roads possible series.
Okay, as I've had this come up a lot of times over the years, I'll just give them the same straight answer I do. You don't see me travelling now or in the past 10 years. There's a reason for that. It's not what I'm about. For me, bikes is about riding bikes. I get the whole like going on a journey, going to different places and stuff like that. To me, it doesn't matter if I'm on the same roads. The experience is being on a bike and doing those things. Yes, I like riding on new roads and stuff, but it's not something that's appealed to me, mainly because it's never really been an option to me. You know, if you can't afford a golden toilet, you probably didn't consider owning one. Holiday time and time to go away is not something I've been able to do for a long time, because doing YouTube requires your full-time like here.
Yeah.
If I had a laptop that allowed me to edit away from here, I could do something like that. But then Reno isn't a normal full-time job. And you only get so much holiday a year.
That's
and
true.
It's tricky.
Bit difficult.
I do wish sometimes that I didn't live on the south coast, because obviously if you live on the coast, the entire semicircle below you is just sea. I can't go there. For other people in the country, you can go 365 degrees for 50 miles and see hundreds and hundreds of different places. I have like an arc of 50 miles, and within that you've seen it all.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Unless you start riding into the sea. Which, I mean, you did do once, didn't you? Kind of. You rode on the sand or something?
I can't remember. Oh yes, there was when I was going on a causeway. Flo, which accessories are the first you go for on a new bike? If it was a supermoto, no, on the bike. If it was a supermoto, handguards.
Oh yeah.
Change the brake levers, exhaust. If you mean by bike parts, if you mean accessories like fancy things for the bike, I don't really do things like that. I don't like bar mounts or phone mounts or anything like that. I've got a USB charger on a bike, but actually no, I removed it off the XJ because I just didn't use it that much. I used to use it and it was useful, but now phones got batteries that last a lot longer. I don't. It's funny actually, as a side note, that video where I installed it under my seat and specifically said that I wanted to put it under my seat so I could charge stuff when I was away from the bike because it was directly connected to the battery, and I knew that would be okay to get it restarted. Anyway. People keep going, useless video, useless. It's the most useless place to mount it. Like, well, just mount it somewhere else then. It's on the end of a fucking cable, you idiot. Yeah, if you go to the comments of that one, it's...
Mephisto says, hello, Spurino. Although this is more a spicy question, over the years, have you had multiple setups for cameras, etc.? From a phone inside the helmet to a 4K GoPro and Insta360 combination. Ignoring the quality altogether, which setup did you enjoy the most or was the least cumbersome? Again, congrats on the 100K, well deserved.
Thank you. That's actually quite an interesting question. Yeah, there was the iPhone on the chest, not great because the angle was never right, the audio was terrible, so quality was. Then I got a Drift, the original Drift, the big brick one with the plug-in mic. That was easy to use and reliable and actually really good. I liked it. At the time, it was like amazing. It was like a new world. It was so easy. Then I went to the other Ghosts, and I think the Ghost S was the middle ground for the most usable video. Like, it was a nice enough view. The audio went straight into the camera. It was reliable enough by that point. It was one of the best setups using the S, but then the quality fell behind. And yeah, now I'm at the point of using like Insta360s and a GoPro and separate audio. Means that if I do a couple of views out the 360 and my GoPro, and you end up with 3 video lines and 4 audio lines that have to be synced. So now it's like, it looks great and everything, and everyone's just like, oh yeah, cool little 10-minute video, and it's like, you have no idea what it took to get here.
Yeah, exactly.
So yeah, I think, honestly, the Ghost, the plug-in audio of the Ghost was always the easiest.
I have tamed the paper.
Tame the paper. Andrew Spears, hi, hope you are well. We are, thank you. Congrats on reaching 100K milestone. I guess this question could apply to you both. While looking to the future and the next 100K, is there a project or new skill you wish to take up or learn, just as you did with the Leatherworks or language for Reno?
I would like to still just be better at my Japanese because I'm not very confident with my speaking. Sort of reading and writing, I feel pretty comfortable with, but speaking, no. Maybe learn a new language. I might get confused though.
Yeah, you probably better stick to one for now. Well, English and Japanese, you struggle with both.
Exactly.
There's all sorts of projects that I would like to do, but unfortunately they all require quite a lot of investment from my side to do. So, and space, and it's difficult, basically. And as for learning new skills, I wanted to do more of the Leatherworks. Unfortunately, I got into doing that, and then the world opened up, and everything got very busy again, and I've just been too busy to do it. But then that's something I'll go back to in the winter. Although I have used it to fix my gloves, and they're still it's a perfectly good fix. So in a way, learning that skill to be able to fix my own leather stuff is. Yeah, I do. Actually, no, I was planning to take my old Icon Elsinore boots and try and put new zips in them as a challenge.
Oh, yeah.
Because other people wanted like £50 a zip, and I was like, no. But otherwise, you know, it's just very much continue doing what I'm doing now and just keep. I mean, it's like, what more can I do to the quality of the videos? You know, I can't be anything other than me.
Yeah.
So it's just hoping that more people find them. And unfortunately, all that means is doing things like the thumbnail on this video and that sort of stuff. So, yeah, it's tricky.
Mephisto says, hello, Pepper Jack and Ricotta. That's the first. Do you believe it? 100k.
I can see where this is going.
100k subs for goldness sake. Nothing gets cheddar than this. I'm feta up with these cheese puns. So, question, I think that was just a typo, but I'm reading it like that anyway. Ever wiped a moose's nose? I Swiss you the best. Mephisto.
Ever wiped a moose's nose? No. Horses, cows, pigs.
I've had a horse sneeze in my face once. That was that was disgusting.
Yeah, I can imagine it's not great. Thank you, Mephisto. It's very cheesy. Julie now, hi Spicy and Reno. Given the auspicious occasion, is there anything looking back on your YouTube career that you would have done differently, or at the time you weren't sure of the benefit and now you can see it was the right thing to do? There's nothing I'd change, I don't think. You know, I wouldn't be where I am now if I hadn't done everything the way I did it. I've never wanted to chase, and I know I don't have the hugest channel in the world, but I've never wanted to chase the things that cause that to happen. So, not really.
You just want to make videos because you enjoy it and...
Yeah, well, I'm basically sticking to the old school rules.
Yeah.
Just make videos you want to make and hope other people enjoy them.
Yeah.
Problem is, you have to really, in this day and age, because of the clickbait that everyone else is using, it's like an arms race, and if you don't clickbait it, you don't get the same attention. And I should do much, much more clickbait, but I don't. And every time I do something that's even mildly clickbait, even though it isn't actually clickbait, it's just an attractive title, I get people jump on me anyway, so, yeah.
People jump on you for existing, it seems.
As for the weren't sure it was a benefit, but later on I saw it was the right thing to do, quitting my job, giving up the metalworks when I did, and getting Patreon. I wasn't happy about doing that, but I realised it was the only option I had at that point to continue things, and if I hadn't, I'd have been screwed by COVID. So, best decision I probably ever made, and as I say, that's why I keep thanking my patrons. I'm not just trying to get, you know, not being money hungry. I'm like, thank you, I mean it.
Alan Waters says, good day to you, Lord Spicy of Hailing and your fair maiden Reno. My question is, if you had to ride 100k miles, what bike would you choose? It can be any bike, either currently for sale or from years gone by.
100k miles. BMW S1000 XR.
Oh yeah.
It was, just from my memory, it was really, really, really comfortable, and a bike that you could do that sort of thing on. It wouldn't be a cruiser, it would be one of the big adventure bikes for me. Lee Bayliss, don't have a question this time, but I did want to congratulate you and hope the subscribers keep coming. Thank you very much. Well, I'll read the next one then, that was so short. Jen Johansson, sorry if that was wrong. Hi, Spicino, thanks in large part to you. I've been on two wheels for nearly 2 years, 8,000 miles now. Love your work immensely and getting into all the bikes. The questions are going all over the garden. I'm getting into all the bike rebuilds and modding videos you've done. Over time, I've become a two-finger clutch puller, and now I really want to be able to pull the clutch all the way in, but my ring finger and pinky prevent that. I don't want to get any aftermarket levers because they all seem to delete the engine start safety switch, which I'm not keen on. So is there any way to painlessly and safely chop off your fingers? And failing that, is there a safe, sensible way to saw off the end of a stock lever? No. Never ever saw the end of a lever off. They have a curve on them with a ball for a reason. One, the MOT requires that it is not a sharp point. If it's rounded, it's okay. However, it keeps your finger on it. So if you're in an emergency situation, you're down to one finger, your finger catches that ball. There are plenty of levers out there available unless you've got some weird bike which will allow you to have the safety switch work, have the clutch switch work. So I would say, don't chop your fingers off, don't chop the ends of the levers off. Find some which do fit and do have the switch in place.
Because a lot of the short ones you can adjust, can't you, as well?
Comment in the video what the bike is, and I'm sure someone in the comments will have watched this and have the same bike and go, you can use these.
Says, hello Spicy and Reno, I'd appreciate it if you don't read this out. Oh.
Hang on. I'm going to read this one. Somebody said, hi, I'd appreciate if you don't read this out. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Covered?
Soyab Aswat says, can we have a 100k face reveal?
No.
I don't know why I keep saying this. It's so silly. Well done for getting 100k. I can wait to see the play button on your wall.
It's funny you should say that, because every time I did a video occasionally where I showed my face, people lost their shit over it. Like, oh my God, it's a face reveal. It's like, yep, first time ever. And it's just...
This is his face.
Or is it? Maybe this is CGI.
Oh, hold on.
Maybe my face is a simulation.
Hold on. There we go. I've improved it. No, hold on a minute. We need to cover up your face. You cannot be seen. You must be anonymous, man. Oh, it didn't work.
William Austin. Hey Spicy and Reno, been watching your video since 2017 and it's great to see you finally reach that 100k milestone, so congratulations. Thank you very much, mate. Getting back on the road next month after 2-year gap after my last bike was stolen. Been wanting to visit more of the south of England. Do you know of any cool non-touristy spots down your neck of the woods? If so, what do you recommend? All the best from sunny Scotland. Honestly, it is just really touristy down here.
Yeah, it's a bit difficult, isn't it? Everything is a tourist attraction.
Everything that's interesting around here, from my perspective, is interesting because it's made for tourists. If you're in, I mean, you could go to like the forts up on Portsdown Hill.
Yeah, like, not too many people go there.
They're not too busy, but there's like, if you're into like, you know, the old history, then there's old pits of Portsmouth. You can just go and visit what's there. That's not too touristy. It's difficult actually to know where people would want to visit in an area you live, because it's so normal to us. We can't think of it as a tourist in the area.
Well, I could think of what a tourist would want to visit, but if you want non-touristy places, then that comes into places that we would want to visit to avoid people, basically.
But that's just...
But then that's impossible.
But that's not really places as such.
No.
You basically have to go to the middle of a field to get
basically
away from people here.
Yeah, because you can't even do that on the beach because there's a million people.
And if you're on an entire beach which is 2.5 miles wide and you are one car parked there, you guarantee car number 2 is parking 1.4 inches away from you.
100%. And if you're stood in the middle of the beach and someone's like 5 miles away, you can guarantee that when they walk past you, they'll be like this close.
Yeah.
And you're like, mate, there's a whole beach.
Well, there we go. As I say, hitting 100,000. Hitting 100,000 was very good, and it's a definite milestone that I'm very happy to achieve. Thank you very much to all of you. Until the next Q&A from my patrons, thank you for watching. Smash the like button, and I'll catch you in the next one.
Bye.
Yes.
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 Now we collect all the things.
I have plum. Do not.
It's a little creature.
Do not flick my plum. Plum.
I didn't think I'd be able to do that. Oh, that one's squished.
Watch this. Squished manky plum, probably. Yeah, squished manky plum.
No, I don't want to flick that one.
See how this one seems more powerful? Squished manky plum. Squee. Oh,
Sorry, no, don't be